is Eddie Granados, and welcome to Anime Unlocked, your go-to spot for everything anime. In this series, we'll dive deep into the latest popular series all around the world, revisit timeless classics, and bring you all the latest industry news. Whether you've watched over 100 different shows or just started, we'll explore unforgettable stories, fascinating characters, and the culture that makes anime so special to everyone. So please, join us and let's explore what makes anime so popular together. Welcome back to Anime Unlocked, the show where we dive into deep stories, fandoms, and cultures that make anime so powerful. I'm your host, Eddie, and today we'll be tackling the debate on what never seems to end, our anime adaptations doing justice for their manga roots. So before we get into it, I just want to take a few seconds just to relay a few facts according to what we're going to talk about. So according to the 2024 report by Parrot Analytics, anime demand outside Japan has grown over 120%, which is kind of crazy in the last 5 years. And much of that comes from adaptations of manga that already had massive fan bases. Shows like AOT, Demon Slayer, JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen have brought manga to life into stunning detail, but not every adaptation hits the mark. Some fans argue that the pacing changes, filler arcs, or censorship can ruin what made the manga special in the first place. Research from Kyoto University also found that over 70% of anime viewers have read at least one manga before watching its adaptation, proving that just how connected these two mediums really are. So going from that, I would like to welcome Devin Gimnani, a fellow anime and manga user. So what's up, Devin?
What's up, Eddie? How are you doing?
I'm all right, dude. Glad you could join me in here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, man. I mean, feels like an honor.
Yeah, dude, no problem. So before we get into it, what manga have you read? Like, have you done the manga before anime or just straight into anime?
So originally I just started off with anime, but it was like kind of just basic stuff. Like I remember my first ever anime I watched was Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then after that, I actually started getting more into manga. So then I switched to manga, and then I went back into anime. So it was like Seven Deadly Sins, and then the manga that I got into was AOT and One Piece. Obviously, that is my favorite one by far, as you know. And then started watching them. Then, of course, there's I read a little bit of Demon Slayer, but I didn't really fully get into it because, the show.
It's just so much better.
It's just so much better, in my honest opinion.
So you didn't even try the manga? Or did you, like, try the anime? It's like, oh, let me give the manga a shot?
Yeah, it was more or less like, starting the anime, this looks great. Going to the manga, I'm like, all right, I kind of just like the anime better.
Okay. Well, I mean, I personally, like, I always start with the anime first, and like say like I watch like a season 1 of a show, and then if it's good enough, I get impatient and then I go to the manga. So I kind of just like skip waiting for the second adaptation. I'm like, all right, let me read the manga. And so far, the only show I've done that for was AOT and Blue Lock.
Of course.
And I mean, Blue Lock was just a step like the manga is just so much better than the anime. I'm sorry to say, but it's like. For AOT, I remember switching, and I just feel like that was my first time reading it, so I read it the wrong way. But it was just like I had to it was weird because I had to visualize what. Sometimes I got lost. Sometimes I didn't know what was really going on. But then I had to like come up with the characters in my. I guess when watching the anime, you have the characters in your head already and how they sound like.
And they're moving and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly how they feel, how they move, like how they sound. It's. That's also like a big distinction between manga and anime, I feel like. Because manga, you have to envision it all to yourself.
Yeah.
And
it could be like wrong. Like maybe the author doesn't want it that way. He's like, and then like the coloring just makes it so much better too.
God, I know.
Manga, like black and white, like, that's all right. But like the anime with just all the colors, it just makes it so much better.
Especially with how animation is nowadays. Oh my.
Yeah, dude. Like One Piece is crazy. Like comparing One Piece anime to like the manga, like I love Oda, like he's good and all, but like I know he's getting older and like his drawings aren't like the best.
Yeah.
But the One Piece anime is now, that animation is carrying it. I'm gonna be completely honest.
100%. And I'm loving how the animation style is just like the new direction it's going these days, just because it feels like it gives more vibrancy and there's more life to really what people envision how things actually happen in the manga. And like another great example of the animation has to be Demon Slayer. Like I said,
Yeah,
before,
dude,
like,
it is.
it's so good.
Like the was it the Infinity Castle arc right now?
Yeah.
Like I think the manga is like it's okay, you could read it, but it's just on a whole different level, especially in the movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's like I remember I read the first season. I'm like, this really does not compare.
But like I even for like JJK, I know Dan likes it, but just the way the author, like, I don't really like the way the author draws in JJK's manga. I just feel like it's like, I don't know, maybe it's because I got so used to how the anime is.
Yep.
So maybe it's just like I like that more than the manga, but I just like the anime, especially the anime like style better.
Oh, yeah, JJK. The manga is good in itself. There is like, I've seen videos on people like showcasing the manga and stuff, and it looks good. It looks very good, but I don't know, the animation on there is also so top tier. It is fantastic, especially with Gojo, with his hollow purple. Oh, the colors, man! Can't emphasize colors.
Dude, yeah, that is like, that's what helps, makes the show better, and that's what I like about It's weird though, because I remember for like Dragon Ball Super, like the show first came out, so it was kind of just, they were just kind of going off whatever, like, they were Toriyama was telling them to.
Yep.
And then the manga came out, and honestly, I like the manga so much better. It did so much better at like pacing and stuff like that. And in like the anime, it kind of like, for like when MUI Goku went against Kefla,
Yep.
like I feel like she was not that strong enough to go against MUI Goku. In the manga, it was Gohan versus her, which makes a lot more sense. And Gohan got his like, final fight.
Yeah, his
like
last fight.
I like that better than him going to whatever Dispo, I think that was his name is, from like Universe 11. I just feel like that fight with Kefla was a lot much better.
Oh yeah, and I mean, I never really read the manga from Dragon Ball, but from what I heard, just in general, people like reading it so much more than the actual show. And don't get me wrong, the show is a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, the voice acting is top tier.
So good.
The animation could be better, but it's all right. It's all right.
But I mean, from what I heard, it all stems just from the whole, just manga itself. Obviously, a lot of shows do try to stem it off of the manga as best as possible, adding their own little changes, their own little like iterations and stuff. But overall, like stuff that has been going on for so long, like Dragon Ball, you can't really change that.
Yeah.
You can't change the whole aspect of it, because Dragon Ball is always going to be loved. Dragon Ball is always just going to be a spectacular show and spectacular manga.
Dude, unless they like botch it, I seriously don't see anyone like really like going bad against Dragon Ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's the most, in my opinion, universally loved anime.
It's either Disney, like Mickey Mouse, Pikachu, and Goku, like top three. Like any generation. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's Goku.
Yeah, exactly.
So no matter what, they're gonna stay around.
Yeah, it's not like the Naruto versus One Piece fandom. Like it's like, all right, you like One Piece, you also like what was it? You also like Dragon Ball, but same thing goes with the other side. But
yeah. But speaking of like the animation, what do you think makes or break a good adaptation?
Oh,
the number one thing has to be animation.
Oh, 100%.
Right now, One Punch Man season 3, like it's going horribly. That's what everyone's saying. Like the animation is botched.
I haven't seen the newest season of One Punch Man, but I did hear some really bad reviews. I have a hometown friend who loves One Punch Man, and he also reads all the manga too. He told me that the new season is so bad. He stopped after like the first 20 minutes of the first.
Really?
First 15 minutes of the first episode because he could already tell that this is going to be terrible. Continued it like a day later, of course, but then when he continued it, he was so underwhelmed. He just didn't like it at all.
Wow, I didn't expect it was that bad.
He's a really crazy like anime fan as well. Honestly, way more than me. But he hated it. He has his opinions about a lot of animes, and some of them are a little stronger than others.
Yeah. So like animation is definitely one of the top things, and maybe I would say voice acting too. Oh my God, there was one anime where like the voice acting was horrible, and just no one watched it because of that alone. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people were complaining about the Dragon Ball, like the sub, because Goku's voice actor is a woman, so maybe like her voice is too high pitch. Yeah. But that's kind of
it's the same thing for other shows.
Yeah,
characters and shows.
And that's only because like they don't want to switch. Because when if you're like a young person voice acting, your voice is gonna change. Yeah. And so if it's like a long show like Dragon Ball, and you're 20 years down the line, your voice is going to change.
Exactly. They can't just have the same, like, 20-year-old dude doing the same voice acting for the same character for 20 years. Because eventually they're going
to have to change it up.
Exactly.
And I guess for a woman, like, it doesn't really change that much. So, and she sounds like a lot higher pitcher. Goku with a dark, like a deep voice does not fit right with me.
Oh, absolutely.
I've gotten so used to the lighthearted voice that he's got.
Yeah, his little voice that talks like this, like.
But I know one bad adaptation on the other one is Tokyo Ghoul. I don't know if you ever watched.
I have not watched it. I was recommended to it, for it to watch it.
It's bad. It's one of the worst. It's like it was like the manga is pretty good. Okay. The adaptation was terrible because like the pacing was rushed. And they skipped arcs. Like they just like not filler arcs, like actual arcs that was in the manga that they needed. They just put that aside, and then they just rolled with the anime. And everyone was so confused. Like, when is this coming? When is that coming? Never came. I remember they tried doing it again. It just made it even worse.
It's so stupid.
I don't know what was going through like the director's mind. I don't know why you would do that to the fans.
Yeah, you got to keep it how it is. You got to keep the story because I think the story is what fans really like to base it off of. Yep. And another make or break that I want to add to that is if you don't do the story right, like how you just said with Tokyo Ghoul. A lot of other animes, they do it so well. AOT, I think they do it pretty well.
They do it really good.
I love how they do it. Other stuff where they either add way too much filler.
Oh, like Naruto?
Yeah, where like it's a whole 2 seasons of just filler. I mean, obviously just completely blowing out of proportion, but then there's a lot more filler than there needs to be. Yeah. And
it just like throws off like, oh, I'm so into it, and then they have like 20 episodes of filler. That's kind of what happened with One Piece. Yeah, I don't really like those like filler like what was it that what was that island with that one guy? I think it was after Water 7.
Was that Foxy? Foxy. Okay, it's crazy because eventually he actually does get into the story. I'm not gonna disclose anything to you since you're not up to date yet. Yeah. But something that I will say is very bad, like I said about like you were saying with One Piece, is the unnecessary fillers for that as well, and pacing. Oh my goodness!
It's the I think now it's like one chapter per episode.
Mm-hmm. They're changing it to actually trying to pace it correctly. Yeah. Instead of just waiting things out nowadays, like it's.
I remember it's like probably like a joke, but I remember One Piece. It's always like the longest. It's always like the longest to get somewhere. You know what I mean? Like it's it will show like a Luffy staring into a crowd, and then they'll show like 5 different angles of that exact same thing.
Yeah, and it'll last for a minute and a half.
Exactly.
For no
just
reason.
to fill out like the time for the episode.
Yeah, and on top of that, with fillers as well, they're supposed to be filler episodes so that the story could catch up.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be like, the story's already up to date, or honestly, even farther down the line, let's just add a filler just for shows.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't really like filler episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some good ones, but from all the ones I've watched, I don't really like it.
Yeah, I agree.
But one show that doesn't have filler episodes is Blue Lock.
Blue Lock.
And that adaptation is just so. It's something.
Yo,
it's
you
something.
try getting me into that.
Dude, like, okay, the first episode was so good. It was so good. Everything was fluid. The story looked good, and everything. And then it just went downhill from there. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like the CGI was terrible. Oh my god!
I will
Slideshow
say,
lock.
I remember you showed me the second season. Like,
The second season gets better at the end.
Okay.
It's not any better than the first season. You could definitely see there's a change because like they changed directors.
Yeah.
And I think like more people helped. They had like a better. No, actually they didn't. I remember I read online there was the first like 4 episodes. It was like most of it was done by one guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Impressive.
There's a speculation that like the whole season was done by one guy. That's impossible. They would not be able to get anything out by then.
It probably would have been a 10-year show by then.
Exactly. But this one guy, he like did most of like the drawings and like most of the animation in the first 4 episodes was standstill images and them moving. Mm-hmm. There was no like fluid animation, and I kind of understand the first 4 episodes wasn't really like that important.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't really much going on, but still like everyone was so hyped for this second season because this was like one of the biggest like arcs in the entire show.
Yeah.
And they botched it in the first 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. So people's expectations for the rest of the season was super low.
Yeah.
And maybe they did that on purpose. I don't really know.
To just bring it back up, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, but like once they got to episode 7, that's when you saw it getting higher. They did good for the goals. Every goal that either team scored, the animation was good.
Okay.
So they got that correct. And the last episode was amazing. They did the final like goal amazing. So luckily they did that right.
Yeah.
And I know all the fans were cheering for that. But I don't know how they're gonna do this 3rd season. This is probably the longest. I think it's like 120 chapters.
Really?
120 chapters. There's so many more new characters. The goals are amazing.
So they're just putting everything all in this season then.
I think what they're gonna do is so this arc, it's like 4 games.
Okay.
So what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna split the season into 2, or just make season 3 the first 2 games, and then season 4 the last 2 games.
Yeah.
And then that's the entire arc, and then it has a whole other arc after that. So hopefully, like the director does it good, and apparently it's already coming out next year. Like what?
Really?
It's already coming out next year. And so hopefully the directors do a good job about it, or else I'm probably gonna boycott it or just read the manga for the rest of the time because the manga
is good.
The manga is
the
amazing.
manga I do know.
It was the highest selling manga in 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. It beat out One Piece and JJK when they were both at their hype.
At their absolute peaks.
So I hope I beg that the directors do it good and the animators do it good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
8-bit, I beg you, please.
What about the movie?
Okay, so the movie.
I know that we saw it together, and I thought it wasn't bad. I didn't think it was great, like amazing. But
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was horrific.
There wasn't like. Of course, they reused like some scenes, which I'm fine with. That's fine.
Yeah.
But the new scenes that they animated, those were good.
Yeah.
And it was from like the season 1 like design, so it wasn't like season 2. And they did a good job. Like after that movie, I read like the spinoff for that manga, and they got it shot for shot. So they did a pretty good job.
That's perfect.
They did skip most of it because it was still going on. Like you saw the first 3 games, and then it kind of just like simmed versus to everything to the end.
Okay.
But like, I guess that's fine. I guess especially with the new season was coming out like 4 months later. So I guess they didn't really want to spoil too much.
Yeah, that makes complete sense because you want to give them a little sneak peek of something, but you also don't want to just be like, all right.
You don't want to spoil everything.
Here's everything that is going to come in the next season.
So, I mean, animation, storyboarding, voice acting, those are really big. So, like, I hope, like, they're like, why? I just hope they stay faithful to the adaptations for the fans.
Oh, 100%. The fans want the adaptations.
Exactly.
Whether they like the manga or not, they want it to be as close to it as possible.
Like the way One Piece does it, like it's so fluid. It's not like a shot for shot. It's not just like a panel just on the like anime episode.
Yeah.
They do it their own way where it's unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's fluid and it just looks good. Like I understand people want like, oh, I just want it to be like the manga. Then just go read the manga.
Exactly. They're like, I understand if you also want to see the anime, but if you are really that much of a hater of the anime, just go do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Nobody's stopping you. You have free will.
Like no matter how good the anime studios, they're not gonna get it exactly like how you want the manga to be.
Yeah.
Because the manga is a whole completely different thing. They do different like directing, they do different storyboarding, they do different stuff for the manga. Anime, they do it differently because it's animation.
Exactly. Because you have to kind of cater to the audience of animation versus catering to manga lovers. But even then, you still got to at least make it similar in some sort of way.
Exactly. So like you need like, I just hope the fans like, especially for new animes coming out. Like I remember there was like an assassin one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forgetting it, blanking it. There was an assassin one, and people just immediately started botching talking about the animation. I'm like, dude, like it just came out.
Give it a chance.
Like, geez.
Oh my god.
I understand One Piece because the first 2 seasons before the animation was amazing.
Oh.
And now and I mean the One Piece it's coming. Not one. Did I say One Piece?
You did say One Piece.
Well, I meant One Punch Man. My bad.
I was gonna say
the first 2 seasons of One Punch Man were amazing.
They were.
And going to season 3, this is probably the biggest arc with like a lot of stuff going on. And so hopefully, and they're like, okay, this is not gonna be good. So hopefully, I don't know, like the directors or animators can somehow like connect the emotion from the manga and push it over into the anime.
Yeah, that is also the main thing of One Punch Man. Like the emotion aspect of One Punch Man is completely different from other anime or manga that people have watched or read.
Mm-hmm.
It's because obviously it's literally about a dude that's so incredibly overpowered. He doesn't really lose fights.
Yeah.
It's more or less like, okay, how is he going on with his life, man? How is he dealing with all this?
Like I don't know. I just hope here Crunchyroll literally reported saying like 65% of the fans prefer manga when the anime cuts content.
Really?
So if like say like they do something bad, people are just gonna go back to the manga where it's better.
Where they have all the information.
Exactly. And I understand like maybe cutting some. I remember for Blue Lock they cut some stuff, and it made the story better.
Yeah.
And like they added some stuff that wasn't originally where the manga was to make it better. But like if you like Tokyo Ghoul, if you remove an entire arc, yeah, you're gonna hear it from the fans.
That's different than removing like a few parts in the chapter.
Exactly. So
it's completely different.
I just hope I hope this new Blue Lock season is really good. I really hope because they were cooking at the final episode and they left on a really big high. And now I hope season 3 just follows that.
Oh yeah. You know what show is, I think gonna make a return very soon?
What?
Hunter x Hunter.
Really?
So
I thought
so the creator got sick for a really long time.
Yeah.
Of course, that's why he had to stop. Apparently, he's much better now, and he's looking to actually get more involved with the anime again.
So
and with the manga itself.
did the anime catch up to the manga, or did it just stop?
So what happened was the manga ended, or not really ended, but the manga stopped because he got sick and couldn't really write anymore. Eventually, the anime did catch up, but because he still had so much more to tell, it was like, okay, you're watching the anime and you're seeing all the new different things that could potentially be coming out with, this upcoming season or just this upcoming arc.
And it just cuts off.
It cuts off. Years later, it cuts off. And it's like, I've heard spurs about it coming back, and hopefully it goes to its original form of storytelling, because now, the story of that, it started off good. It wasn't anything great.
Mm-hmm.
The hunter exam was cool. There was the I forgot that what that one other arc was called, but they were fighting this whole group. Completely forgot I gotta rewatch it now. I'm mad at myself. But then there was the Chimera Ant arc, which is what everyone 100%. You would be crazy not to agree on this, but if it's not in your top 2 arcs in that show, you're crazy, because that was an arc where you really saw emotion. You saw a lot of different aspects of how an anime is really supposed to be written out.
Yeah.
And
so they're just about like
that's like the last good part that they ended off on. And oh man,
do you think like how long is it? It's been a while, right?
Really long time.
So do you think like it's gonna like come back different, or do you think they're just gonna go? I feel like if you come back the same, I think that's good and bad. I think it's like, okay, they want to continue where they left off, but like I feel like that's kind of lazy too, because you have had so much time to like try something new and maybe bring Hunter to like Hunter to like the next level, like even though it's already at that level, but like I don't know what
I think what they're gonna do is they're definitely gonna enhance it a little more to what the modern style is, and of course animation wise it's going to be so much better.
Yeah.
But the thing about Hunter x Hunter is that they left off on such a big plot hole. Like, there is a whole new world outside of their regular world that they don't even know about.
Dang.
And it's a world that is way bigger than what like everyone's normally known or everyone has known for the whole series. So there has been a really big plot hole, and they could do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They could do absolutely anything at all, and I feel like people will still like it, unless somehow they find a way to just make it like the 3rd season of One Punch Man.
Dude, it's getting a little better, but it's still not up to par. So what the last 2 seasons were.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll make a change to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just want to thank Devin for joining and talking about manga or anime. So are you a manga guy or anime guy?
I'm more anime.
You're more anime?
But I do like my specific manga, you know.
I think it depends.
It depends.
Like One Piece, anime all the way.
Oh, I mean, manga is amazing. Do not get me wrong. You're going to have people split all the time, but I agree with you. I love the anime so much better.
Yeah. So I just want to thank Devin again
Thank
for
you
coming out. And I just want to maybe next time we'll talk about some other, maybe like how anime shaped the Western world.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe we'll see how that goes. But I just want to thank everyone for listening. And I just want to thank you all for listening about what we talked about the manga and anime debate. And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.